This is the Dolphin Wave 60 automatic robotic pool vacuum cleaner, and it's sitting right in front of me. So I get to share some real first-hand experience about what it does and whether it's actually worth picking up. If you're new to pool cleaning robotics, let me break it down in the simplest way. You're basically looking at a self-propelled, electric-powered robot that automatically moves around your pool, scrubbing and vacuuming up dirt, leaves, and all that stuff that usually makes pool maintenance a hassle. From the outside, it's got a pretty robust look, not flashy or complicated, just a strong, compact blue-gray machine with sturdy wheels and a handle. It looks and feels like it belongs at a hotel, which is exactly who it's made for. But after using it myself, I really think it suits anyone who needs reliable cleaning for a bigger pool. From my experience, the appeal of the Dolphin Wave 60 starts with how easy it is to use. I'll be honest, the first time I heard commercial pool cleaner, I thought I'd be in for a complicated setup with lots of hoses and paperwork. Not at all. It's honestly plug and play. Just hook it up to AC power, drop it into the water, press a button, and you're done. The included Caddy actually made a big difference for me in terms of moving the thing out of storage and rolling it poolside. The unit itself is pretty hefty, about 26 pounds, so the Caddy is something you actually end up appreciating if you ever need to move it around a lot. Key features you notice right off the bat are the smart navigation, the 2 filter options, and the remote control. Smart navigation might sound fancy, but what it means is the robot maps out your pool as it cleans, so it goes over the entire floor, walls, and even the waterline, without just randomly bumping around or repeating spots. I watched it do its thing for a full cycle, and it actually climbed the pool walls and scrubbed all the way up to the edge. The waterline is always the messiest part of any pool. That's usually where stuff sticks and bacteria likes to hang around. So for me, the fact that it reliably took care of the waterline was super useful. The dual filter system is also worth talking about. You get a fine filter that catches large debris like leaves and twigs, and an ultra-fine one for particles like dirt and pollen you don't really see unless you look closely at the water. I tried both, and even after one cycle, it picked up a lot more junk than I realized was in my pool. Swapping the filters is actually easy too. Just pop open the top, pull out the filter basket, rinse it, and you're ready for the next clean. Let me explain a bit about anti-tangle swivel. It's this feature where the cord rotates as the robot moves, so the cable never gets knotted up. It sounds like a small thing, but after dealing with tangled cords on vacuum cleaners and extension cables my whole life, it honestly feels like a relief not to think about that when I'm running a cleaning cycle. The cable stayed straight, even after a couple of hours cleaning a 40-foot pool. It's perfect for anyone who wants a low-hassle way to maintain water clarity and cleanliness for their pool. I'd recommend this for folks who are tired of manual vacuum hoses, or if you're like me and you've spent way too many weekends trying to push an old-school manual vacuum or fighting with debris in corners. After long days, sometimes the last thing I want to do is clean the pool. So being able to set up the Wave 60 and just let it work, sometimes even overnight, makes a huge difference. It delivers a full clean cycle in about 2.5 hours for a 50-foot pool, which really is quick considering how thorough the cleaning is. A couple things for new users. The unit is heavy, so plan to use the Caddy to save your back. Also, while the remote is handy, I sometimes wish there were more filter options. Like some premium models come with even more baskets. But so far, the 2 that come standard have worked well for my needs. There isn't a smartphone app for remote control or scheduling, but honestly, the physical remote works just fine for me. I haven't had issues with the warranty, but did notice it's a bit shorter than higher-end consumer models. So just be aware if extended support is your thing. Talking about power and energy cost, I've noticed it uses less energy than most pressure or suction cleaners. I keep an eye on my electric bill, and this doesn't really add much, so I feel like I'm getting a professional level clean without a huge hit on running costs. It's a nice bonus. The self-propelled feature means I don't have to be there to guide it. Just set and walk away. For anyone wondering about day-to-day maintenance, it basically comes down to emptying and rinsing the filters, which is simple, and winding up the cord after use. I don't need to install extra hoses, pumps, or plumbing fixtures, so it fits well in apartments or condos with shared pools too. Durability-wise, it feels solid. After running it for multiple weeks now, the brush still works like new and the casing hasn't shown any wear. I also want to mention, before I got this pool robot, what really got on my nerves was scrubbing algae or debris that stuck to the waterline, and sometimes even the pool steps. With the Wave 60, it managed to get those problem spots where older cleaners would give up, so it saves me from having to go in and manually clean them anymore. In conclusion, after using the Dolphin Wave 60 myself, I see it as a solid investment for keeping pools clean with minimal effort, especially for larger home pools or small hotels. The cleaning power, reliable smart navigation, and anti-tangle cord make it easy for someone like me who wants to spend less time managing pool equipment and more time just enjoying clear water. It's simple to operate, does a thorough job, and takes the guesswork and stress out of pool maintenance. You don't have to be an expert to get it running, and it frees up a lot of your time. Sure, the weight and lack of a smartphone app are minor trade-offs, but from my experience, the benefits really outweigh those small issues. If you have questions about setting up this robot, the type of filters to use, or just general pool cleaning tips, drop a comment below. If this quick review was helpful, don't forget to hit subscribe to the channel for more real-life product experiences. Thank you for watching.